If I asked you to describe the natural environment of a male, what would you say? Guys, I'm Dr. Scott. I'm back here having a dad chat, and today I want to discuss 5 strategies for men to be able to survive some of the environments in which they're going to encounter during pregnancy. You see, my lovely wife, who is now 26 weeks pregnant, has started to appreciate the value of nesting. She's starting to want to accumulate stuff for the baby's room. So what that means is a visit to Baby Bunting. Now, I will admit this is not a natural environment for me, and I assume it's not a natural environment for many lads out there. So with that, here are my 5 strategies by which men can survive the environment that is Baby Bunting, and how you can move forward positively from there. Number 1, prepare yourself emotionally, spiritually, financially, mentally, physically. Prepare yourself on every single level. What that will also require is probably asking your wife, your partner, your girlfriend to give you some advance notice that there is an impending visit to said shop or said location. I admit I stood at the doors of Baby Bunting for probably a good 30 seconds with my wife pulling on my arm, encouraging me to step in. It is not my natural environment, and I admit I was quite intimidated, originally speaking. Step number 2, or strategy number 2 by which to survive the environment of Baby Bunting is, once you have prepared yourself, I encourage you to remain as open-minded as you possibly can when you walk in there. There is an abundance of stuff, some of which I am sure is very, 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 very important, some of which I would challenge to say is probably a little bit superfluous. Try to remain open-minded, and by doing so, ask questions. Ask questions of your wife, ask questions of the sales assistants there, who I must admit, and I tip my hat to, were absolutely lovely and full of advice, full of information. Strategy number 3, and an expansion of that, is when you are asking questions, try stuff, test stuff. They have all the prams, they have all the baby seats, they have all the car capsules, all the furniture out there for you to not only see, but also to test. Every single pram there, we pretty much pulled handles up, we collapsed them, we took bassinets off, we put seats and capsules on, we moved the sun shield over, we moved everything that we could possibly find to move to try and get ourselves as comfortable and as relaxed with that as we possibly can. I think is the more you get your hands on, particularly as the male's brain is kind of wired for that stuff, we start to actually find some strange, slightly perverse sense of entertainment with all of this. Strategy number 4 is accept the fact is that some of this stuff is expensive. You are going to be spending some money, probably more than your intelligent, rational, logical brain necessarily agrees with. It's part of what is necessary for kiddo. There are obviously certain things that you will prioritize on your shopping list, but be aware that this stuff is not the cheapest stuff in the world. With that, I think is my final strategy is, before you go into Baby Bunting, have done some research and have had some conversations with your partner as to what you guys think is most important. My wife and I had agreed that particularly we were very focused on a good quality pram and a good quality car seat. Some bonus features for us were some of the sling wrap sort of carriers that my wife really, really, really likes. We weren't really engaged in too much other stuff. We'd done some research and we'd figured out what we thought was most appropriate for our circumstances. With that being said, our visit to Baby Bunting fundamentally was a research trip. We went in there to see stuff firsthand, and then we have subsequently continued to research via things such as Facebook, via Gumtree, etc. For us, that culminated on the weekend. We actually bought our pram off Gumtree on the weekend. Our pram was only a couple of years old. It's the model down from the new shiny ones that are in the store, and we paid about 35% of the recommended retail price. So, guys, Baby Bunting is not our natural environment. However, I think if you follow these 5 steps, prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, financially, etc., I think is be open-minded when you go in and ask lots of questions. Make sure you get your hands on the stuff and actually try it. Move prams, move cots, move everything around. See how they collapse and they don't collapse. I think is prepare yourself for the fact is, yes, you are going to be spending a fair chunk of money. Some of this stuff is very, very expensive. And finally, do your research. Go in with a level of preparation or thought process in your mind so that you don't get consumed with buying a whole lot of superfluous stuff. If you follow those strategies, I'm sure the experience at Baby Bunting or like stores will be fairly positive. It's not that scary, I can say. I admit, however, I'm not in a rush to go back. Guys, try it. Comment below. Let me know how you go at Baby Bunting. Let me know if you know of any really, really good deals on any baby gear that may be out there, whether it be through Facebook or Gumtree or anything, and I'm always keen to have a look. Cheers. I'll see you soon. Bye.